So when I heard In Vertigo, I was like, what?
Man, it's like the drums in that song just start out with this like caveman, just non-stop blast beat.
It's got that dark vibe that pulls you in, and it makes you want to listen to it again and again.
I know that when I wrote the riffs for it, I was pretty angry about various things, and I think it came out in the music.
Holy shit, I was like blown away. I just had this feeling that I was like constantly falling.
It's a very fast-paced song. It just keeps on going.
It's just kind of like a train that's coming at you nonstop.
The essence of it lyrically is about peer pressure and how you're put into these situations where you're not feeling like yourself and you're kind of going along with it. I really wanted to stress on that factor and that, like, why the fuck am I here? Like, what am I doing here? Why am I with these people? Why am I doing this? It doesn't feel like me.
I had no idea that Vicky was going to do what she did at the end of that song, which really basically highlights that song, and you know, everyone latches onto that as like such a wow way to finish a song.
People do seem to like that ending, and it's as a result of the music being so chaotic at first and then having that big open breakdown with the brutal vocals that really sums it up, and I think it's a really unique song because of that. As One We Survive is a beautifully melodic, chaotic song.
When Danny first wrote this song, I was like, holy shit, where has this song been for the past 13 years?
I knew that it was like, okay, these guys are gonna like this. It was definitely extreme. It was right on the edge of what we do in terms of heaviness.
In the beginning, you're wondering what's going on, and when it finally hits that chorus, you finally settle down and you realize what the song's about.
It really says it all in the title. It's empowering, uplifting.
It's got that freneticness, it's got the energy.
It's telling you that no matter whatever you're going through in life, you can overcome, you will succeed. But not only that, it's giving you that feeling that you're not in this alone.
I feel like it's that brutality track on the album that I was just like, this is what I, as a person, have been striving for this band to do like all along.
Now all of a sudden we're going into different territory with The Gift of Silence.
You think you're going one way?
The guitar has such an intricate melody that it makes it a little bit technical.
It starts out and it's a driving force like a train, and it's just coming at you, and it's heavy and it's brutal and it's angry.
And suddenly you're like in this whole other emotion.
And it builds up to a place where in the chorus everything releases.
It almost has a bit of a pop element to it.
It also repeats 3 times in the song, so it's like, in case it didn't stick the first time, here you go, again and again.
The last breakdown part, right before the last chorus,
features Vicky's low, deep vocals again.
It just completely blew me away. The first time I heard those guttural vocals from Vicky.
She took my frustrated, angry lyrics and took it to bring it.
Bring it, you know, I'll take your criticism, I'll take your hate. It doesn't matter, it doesn't affect me.
I was just like, holy shit, man, it's like, it just hits home.
So Blood as My Guide is a song that I actually wrote.
Simon is known, you know, he loves black metal and death metal and all this kind of stuff, but what ended up coming out, I find it's actually, in a lot of ways, a heavy metal song.
It has this very European march, you know, vibe to it.
It's kind of got a bit of a war vibe.
The lyric is, we will survive, we will survive. And you feel that group chant coming from the vocals in the back, and it has that march vibe, so it's like, it's beautiful.
I was completely thrown back by Vicky's vocals on this song. I did not know what to expect at all, and then all of a sudden there's Greek.
Vicky was speaking to me, she was explaining to me how she felt it almost had a bit of a Greek vibe, so then I said, well, why don't we use your Greek voice? And then she said, why don't I just sing in Greek?
Hearing that part, it just seemed to fit really well because the scale is kind of reminiscent of Greek music, but with like a metal vibe to it.
Vicky used not just Greek lyrics, but I find melodies that are reminiscent. It sounds like it's ancient, the way the melody is, and it's really cool.
I thought it was so cool, and I thought it fit the vibe like fantastically.
A lot of people that have heard the song, it stands out to them as a highlight track for the record.
When we were in the studio with Chris Donaldson and Danny's a real fanatic of trying to find like special sounds for special vibes and special songs and everything.
We brought in vintage amps, vintage pedals. We used microphones in the room that were far away.
It was super fun to work on in the studio, just to like be there and screwing around with the pedals and all the reverb and everything. It was super awesome.
When I listen to Mr. Cold, I feel almost spooked.
I thought it just had like this eerie whole part to it, and it just gave me like shivers throughout my whole body. I was just like, damn, this song is like, it's got something special to it. It gave me like this, like
a forlorn vibe, something that you kind of want to escape, but at the same time is really comfortable to listen to.
I love how dark it is.
This is more of a storytelling song than anything. It really paints a picture of this image, of this scenery.
The last chorus is just this like emotional break, and it's like a release, and you're like, ah, I can breathe again.